Find me any pilot, just something with engines. Colonel Martinez barked, pointing at maps littered in red. A unit stranded and no backup in sight. A staffer quietly spoke up. "We've got one A-10 pilot ready and waiting." He scoffed. "An A-10? That thing's a relic." But less than 3 minutes later, a deep rumbling engine ripped overhead. A warthog slicing, so low it shook the glass. Martinez jumped to his feet. "Who the hell's flying that hog?" The setting, Riverside Joint Support Base, Nevada. Bravo 7 was stuck deep in Rebel Zone Delta 9. Reports confirmed enemy fire closing in fast. Support delayed by interference in the airwaves. Colonel Martinez snapped again. "Get anyone in the air, just jets, and I need them here in under 15. The staff rattled off options. F-35's grounded. F-18's mid-refuel. A junior officer cautiously added, "There's a pilot just outside the zone. She's flying an A-10C and says she's ready." Martinez shook his head, not asking for a flying bulldozer. "Get me jets." But suddenly, satellite pinged a warning. An A-10 was inbound toward Zone Delta 9. "No orders, no clearance." "Who signed off on that launch?" one officer asked. The response came fast. "No one. She just heard the distress and took off." The ops room buzzed with unease. Martinez snatched the mic. "Unidentified A-10. State your ID and return to base." "That's an order, nothing but static." The comms officer flipped frequencies. "A-10 in Delta 9 airspace." "Do you read?" More silence. Then the radar tech looked up. "She's flying silent, but her heading's locked on the infantry's last known position." Martinez slammed his palm on the table. "She's busting every regulation we've got." "Who is she?" The support tech checked the logs. "Call signed Phoenix 7. "But, sir, there's no one active under that name." Martinez leaned in. "What do you mean, no one?" "I mean, Phoenix 7 was removed from all rosters." "Retired," said a senior officer, glancing up. "That tag was deactivated after Operation Sandstorm 3 years ago." Silence took the room. The radar still hummed, showing that lone A-10 closing in. Martinez stared at it. "Pull everything we've got on Phoenix 7. Sir, that file's sealed. Don't care if it's buried under the Pentagon. I've got a rogue pilot in a war zone. I want answers." Just then, the radio crackled. "Any station, this is Bravo 7. We're pinned down, taking heavy fire. Need air cover now. This is base. Support is inbound." "How long?" "We're not going to hold." Before anyone could reply, a clear female voice broke through. "Bravo 7, Phoenix 7 here. I see your position." The room froze. Martinez leaned into the mic. "Phoenix 7, you're not clear for this op. Return to base," he ordered. Her voice came back calm and focused. "Bravo 7 needs help. I'm in place to give it." "Phoenix 7, that's a direct command. RTB now." A beat passed. "Colonel, with respect, those troops don't have time to wait on red tape." Silence. Then Bravo 7's voice returned, tense and cracking. "Any air at all, please. We're out of time." Martinez stared at the radar, then the mic. A long pause. Then finally, "Phoenix 7, you're cleared to engage." There was no reply. She'd already started her run. "I stopped waiting for orders a day. I waited too long and lost everyone before thanks could be said." The A-10 dropped in low, hugging terrain at 300 feet. Creeping forward slow, the unmistakable flying tank silhouette. On the ground, troops shouted, "That's a warthog. We've got air." Colonel Martinez darted to the screen, reading the label, "Phoenix 7. No unit attached." Over internal comms, her voice came through, calm and sharp. "Phoenix 7 on station. Mark targets with lasers. I'm going visual." The coordination tech yelled back. "What?" "That's analog aiming. No one flies visual in this kind of sandstorm." Someone muttered agreement, but the next sound silenced out. The thunder of a GAU. 8 cannon tore through the air. Seconds later, 3 enemy artillery nests erupted in fire. The infantry cheered. That was pinpoint air support. Someone asked, "Who is she?" As she pulled off, Phoenix 7's voice hit the net. Bravo 7 will survive. Exiting airspace. They scrambled to keep contact, but she cut the channel before anyone could get a name. The ops room sat still, the gravity of it sinking in. A junior analyst whispered, "Did she just pull off perfect close air support using visual aim in near-blind conditions?" The radar tech leaned in closer. Her flight path was something else. Hugged the ridges, stayed below terrain shadow, and came in from a vector that gave flawless target spacing. Martinez hit the mic again. "Phoenix 7, come in. We need your debrief." No answer. "Phoenix 7, that's a direct command. Return to base now." Still dead air. Then Bravo 7 patched in again, voices shaking with relief. "Base, this is Bravo 7. The artillery is gone. That pilot. I've never seen close air support that exact. Can you confirm?" Someone asked. 3 hidden gun emplacements taken out clean. No overspray, no blue on blue, and all with no target locks. Our own systems couldn't even acquire. A tech officer dug into the logs. She fired only 60 rounds from the GAU-8. Heads turned. 60? Someone repeated. Most would burn triple that for the same effect. Martinez faced his staff. "How the hell is that even possible?" An older voice cut in. It came from a retired A-10 driver turned advisor. "Sir, that kind of precision, that's not just skill. That's years of flying where a miss wasn't an option." "What do you mean?" Martinez asked. The man said quietly, "Whoever Phoenix 7 is, she's flown where every shot had to count. No margin, no retries." The comms tech tried again. "Phoenix 7, are you reading? Please respond. We just want to say thank you." Still nothing. Then Bravo 7 cut in again. "Base, we're mobile. Moving to evac point now. Just want to say that pilot saved all 12 of us." Colonel Martinez sank into his chair. 12 soldiers alive because someone ignored orders. "I said no attends," he muttered. "I made it clear. I wanted jets, nothing else." If she'd listened, he didn't finish. He didn't need to. A junior officer approached cautiously. "Colonel, should we report the unsanctioned op?" Martinez stared at the display, showing Bravo 7 moving safely. "Report what?" "That someone not on our roster flew a flawless close air support mission and saved a dozen men." "Well, yes, sir. Protocol." "Protocol," Martinez said dryly, "would have left Bravo 7 in pieces while we waited on the proper paperwork." The room went quiet again. Then the radar tech broke in. "Sir, a 10's gone off our scopes. She's completely out of range now." "Any clue on her heading?" "No, sir. She dipped below radar and used the hills to vanish." Martinez turned to the officer who'd first brought up Phoenix 7. "You said her call sign was retired after Sandstorm." "Yes, sir." "What exactly happened during Sandstorm?" The man hesitated. "Sir, I need clearance. Files are restricted." "Then get clearance." Martinez said flatly. "Sir, that process, don't care. Someone just saved 12 soldiers. I want to know who and why she's not on any list." As they began accessing the SEAL files, Bravo 7's final message came through. "Base, this is Bravo 7. We've made it to extraction. Tell Phoenix 7, we owe her our lives." Martinez leaned into the mic. "Copy that, Bravo 7. Welcome back. Base, one last thing. Whoever she was, the way she flew, the way she hit those targets, this wasn't normal air support." "What do you mean?" Martinez asked. The voice said this was someone who's done it before, where close enough wasn't good enough. After the rescue, Martinez ordered a full inquiry. Who is Phoenix 7? No one had her listed, but an older technician suddenly remembered. Phoenix 7 had once belonged to a pilot pulled from active service after Sandstorm. They dug up the records. Name: Luna Reeves, A-10 pilot, decorated for navigating her squadron through a zone where comms and GPS had been fried by enemy jammers. 18 troops saved, but she'd launched without clearance, so they grounded her. She vanished after that, never logged another flight. One technician said she left with a final line: "As long as someone's down there needing help, I'll keep flying." Martinez didn't say much. Then he gave his order. Put Phoenix 7 back on the emergency list. And next time, don't judge a pilot by the tail number. The tech scanned further. Colonel, there's more about Sandstorm. Go ahead, Martinez said, leaning closer. That op was doomed from day one. They sent in a mixed squadron based on bad intel. Martinez narrowed his eyes. What kind of intel? The reports missed one thing, the tech answered. The enemy had advanced SAMs. None of that was in our briefings. They were also running heavy jamming. GPS and radios went dead. That's when a quiet senior officer finally spoke. I remember Sandstorm. We lost 6 birds and 22 crew in the opening wave. The tech gave a grim nod. That's when Reeves launched. No orders, no backup. She flew blind. No comms, no NAV, just visuals. Right into enemy airspace. And somehow she found all 18 survivors spread over 30 square miles of hostile ground. Martinez leaned in, eyes fixed on the file. How'd she pull off a rescue without comms? She didn't organize it, sir, the tech said. She did it. Meaning? Martinez asked. The senior officer replied. She flew the shield, made herself the target while rescue teams pulled people out. She went back, Martinez said. Not once. 17 separate runs. 8 hours of flying straight into Sam fire again and again. The room fell quiet, the weight of it settling over everyone. The tech picked up again. On her last run, she got hit bad. Hydraulics gone, engine failing, NAV wrecked, but she still landed. Barely. Emergency set down on a desert highway 20 miles out. Jet didn't make it. She did. Martinez looked up, stunned. So, why was she suspended? The officer's tone went cold. She broke direct orders. HQ had canceled all further attempts. Set was too dangerous. She was told not to attempt a rescue. Told to stand down, he confirmed. Command had accepted those 18 as lost. The words hung heavy. And she flew anyway, Martinez murmured. She flew anyway. He shut the file. What happened during the hearing? The technician scanned notes. She was told, take the reprimand, keep flying, or defend her decision and be discharged. What did she pick? She said, and I quote, I won't apologize for saving 18 people. If that gets me kicked out, so be it. So they cut her loose. The same pilot who pulled off the best combat rescue we've seen in decades. One of the comms techs chimed in. What about the one she saved? 15 went back to duty. 2 were medically retired. 1 became an instructor. And they all testified. Every last one of them. They petitioned the brass to undo it. Didn't work, Martinez asked. The officer shook his head. Command said reversing it would set the wrong example. They made it official, he said. Martinez stood, walked over to the window facing the runway. So she got thrown out for saving lives. That's the summary, sir. The room was still. Martinez turned again. And now she's still out there. Still flying alone. The tech nodded slowly. The files note 17 unsanctioned rescues in the last 3 years. All happened when official teams were told to stand down. Too risky. 17, Martinez echoed. 17 times someone got air support from a Ghost A-10. No request. No thanks. Just showed up. Finished the job. Vanished. Martinez faced the team. Show me the pattern. Maps at the table. Pins and notes already marked. The comms, officer pointed. All of them. Every op followed a mission cancellation. And the timing? Martinez asked. In every case, she flew in within hours of command pulling the plug. Martinez traced a line on the map with his finger, absorbing it. Feels like she's tapped into our comms, like she's listening for every call we choose not to answer. Sir, that would mean she's accessing secured military channels, one officer said. She used to have access, Martinez replied. Maybe she never lost it. A security analyst spoke up, cautious. If she's still in those systems, that's a major breach. Martinez turned to him. 17 rescues, 67 people brought back, 0 deaths. And you're worried about encryption? Sir, the regulations. Regulations said Bravo 7 had to wait and die while we checked boxes. Is that what you prefer? The room went quiet. Martinez gave his order. Reinstate Phoenix 7. Not officially. Emergency use only. But sir, she's not in the system anymore. The officer pushed. Then don't log it. Just make it possible. Possible how? Make sure when no one else can answer, there's a channel left open, just in case. The senior officer finally nodded. A fallback when official help fails. Exactly, Martinez said. And what if she doesn't want to come back? Asked the tech. Martinez looked down at the ops map, still lit from Bravo 7's extraction. She already came back. We're just catching up. 3 days later, just before sunrise, a lone A-10 emerged through the morning mist at Auxiliary Field Charlie 17. No pilot was seen exiting the aircraft. Only a single note left in the cockpit. I'm not here for thanks, just for proof they made out alive. Bravo 7 later mailed up a badge engraved simply, to Phoenix 7, who saw before radar did. No one ever saw Luna Reeves again, but in every zone too hot for anyone else, a signal would quietly flash across the board. Phoenix 7 in vicinity. Colonel Martinez drove out to Field Charlie 17 that same morning after reports of an unregistered aircraft landing. The old Warthog was sitting right there on the strip. No clearance, no flight record. Security had locked it down, but Martinez waved them off. Stand back. I need to see it. He approached the A-10, climbed the cockpit, and found the paper. After reading it, he just stood there a moment, quiet, thoughtful. A maintenance NCO walked up. Sir, should we impound this thing? Martinez glanced over the old machine. Despite its age, it looked combat ready. Every line told a story. How's the condition? Sir, this bird's cleaner than most of our fleet. Someone's been taking care of her. Serious care. Any clue where it's been? No record, sir, but from the tweaks and wear, I'd say it's been solo for years. Martinez circled the aircraft slowly, eyes scanning the hull. Reinforced armor, custom avionics. Everything modified by someone who knew combat. Not theory, but survival. Sergeant, have this aircraft moved to Hangar 9 behind security, but don't process it as evidence. Sir, treat it like a reserve unit. Someone might need it again. Word about the Ghost A-10 moved fast around the base. Pilots began stopping by, eager to see the aircraft that had pulled off the impossible. Check these mods, one pilot said. Whoever flies this, they know exactly what they're doing. That targeting array's been rebuilt from scratch. This is elite work. And look at the ammo racks. Another added, set up for max output with zero waste. A veteran who'd flown a 10s leaned close, inspecting every detail. This isn't just upkeep, he murmured. This is personal. How do you mean? I mean, someone loved this jet. This kind of care is from the heart. Colonel Martinez returned the next morning, badge in hand, the one Bravo 7 had sent. He set it inside the cockpit, right where the note had been left. A security officer stepped up. Sir, we've had reports someone's visiting the aircraft at night. Did you run it down? We tried, but whoever it is, they slip past every patrol. Martinez gave a faint smile. Maybe they're not meant to be caught. Sir, some things work better when we don't get in the way. Over the next few weeks, ground crews kept noticing the same odd thing. The Warthog was always spotless, always combat ready, but no one ever logged a single maintenance order. It's like she gets service when no one's watching, a crew chief reported. By who? No clue, sir, but they know these systems better than we do. Martinez issued a quiet directive. Hangar 9 would stay secure, but rules around after-hours access would be flexible. No one needed to say it out loud. Someone was keeping the bird flight ready, and the base was going to let it happen. What do we call this setup? His deputy asked. We call it insurance, Martinez replied, for when the system doesn't show up. At Base HQ, a small metal plaque was mounted. No name, just a silhouette of an A-10 slicing through haze. Beneath it, a single line, Phoenix 7. It became legend fast. New flyers were quietly briefed. If someone calls for air and no one answers, Phoenix 7 might have heard already. And if you spot an old warthog tucked in a corner, not on any manifest, don't touch it. That one belongs to someone who gets there before the orders do. The plaque grew into a symbol among the crews. Rookies would ask. Veterans would explain it slowly, with respect. Who was Phoenix 7? Someone who understood saving lives matters more than checking boxes. Is she still flying? She flies, came the answer, when she's needed. What began as an unofficial act grew into something rare in military operations. Whenever official channels said the risk was too high, when command gave the call to stand down, one last option remained. A quiet frequency, never formally logged, yet somehow always picked up. A call sign never on the roster, but always there when it counted. An aircraft no one claimed to service, yet somehow always armed, fueled, and ready. Colonel Martinez stepped down 2 years later. At his farewell, he addressed a room full of pilots. You'll face moments where the manual doesn't help, where what's right doesn't match what's written. And when you do, he said, eyes locking onto the Phoenix 7 plaque, remember, the mission isn't to follow the book, it's to get your people home. Sometimes the real work happens outside the wire. That doesn't make it wrong. It makes it vital. After the send-off, a new note appeared inside the A-10's cockpit in Hangar 9. Thanks for knowing some things matter more than protocol. Signed simply, P7. Colonel Sarah Chun, Martinez's successor, kept the Phoenix 7 arrangement in place. When challenged about it, she echoed his words, not all capabilities fit into the standard model. That doesn't mean they should be scrapped. Over the next 3 years, the Warthog flew 12 more missions. Each time it came when official teams couldn't. Each time it vanished once the job was done. The Phoenix 7 plaque took on deeper meaning among flyers. It wasn't just about one pilot anymore. It was about the idea that some operations mattered too much to wait for permission. New recruits were brought before the plaque. No speeches, just silence and understanding. They weren't being welcomed into a unit. They were being welcomed into a promise. Do what it takes to bring people home. And somewhere, parked just off record, that old A-10 stayed sharp. Someone was still tending to it. Someone who knew that duty doesn't end when the papers are signed. Years later, one final line was added to plaque. Just 8 words for those who fly when others choose not to. For those who launch when others won't. If this story struck a chord with you, remember that some heroes never seek recognition. They simply answer the call when others can't or won't. They fly when no one else will, save lives that were written off, and disappear back into the shadows, because the mission matters more than the medal. Lunar Reeves, called Sign Phoenix 7, reminds us that true service doesn't end with discharge papers. It lives in the heart of those who understand that some things are more important than following orders, like bringing people home.